Good evening, everyone. It is January the 12th. It is Tuesday evening, and I got home from work not too long ago. And I wanted to come on because I meant to come on around the new moon, but it's a few days afterwards. But I just had some very interesting things that happened to me, and I wanted to share it. Um, I've been definitely focusing on the moon cycles and things of that nature. And every time the full moon hits or the new moon, I definitely have gotten into the habit over the past, especially over the past few months, to take time out to reflect and to do little rituals. And during the new moon, it's the time of like new beginnings. It's pretty much a time where when you are where you set intentions. You set intentions for that month or that moon cycle. And it was kind of interesting because before the new moon, I had this intention in my mind. And I was just like, I want to have more compassion. I really want more compassion. I do have compassion, but I just want more of it. I know it's deep down inside, but I know that I want to help others see that they have, the power to heal themselves and, the power to serve their purpose. And I'm going through that journey myself. I'm going through the journey um, of knowing that I have a purpose and knowing what that purpose is and being honest with myself about what that purpose is. And I want to inspire others and show others through example what I'm doing and the journey that I'm that's going on right now with me. But it was kind of interesting because I went to this study group and that my friends have started. And after that, I talked to one of my friends and about different. We were just talking about all kind of stuff. And one of the things she asked me, and she was like, "Did you get a crystal yet?" And crystals, for those who don't know, they of course are like stones, and they can be used for healing, and they can be used through meditation, and they can be used for energy work, like to change like the energy of of your environment, of yourself. It can definitely help. And if you know about zodiacs, each zodiac sign has a particular stone. And if you think about it, you know how um, each zodiac sign has a particular stone for each, that each month. This is like a certain stone, and some people might get rings or necklaces. That puts you kind of in the mind of what it is. But there's also specific stones, and I didn't know this part, but my friend had told me that you can have specific stones for your personal year in regards to numerology. And for those of you who don't know what numerology is, it's just the study of numbers. And each of us was born on a particular day, and you add up your date that you were born, and you have your personal number. And that number, if you look up that particular number, it can help guide you through what's going on with your life and what you are supposed to do. It's kind of like a guidance through your life path. It's very interesting, and then you can do it with your name too. But it's cool to do some research on that. But yeah, each person has a personal year that they go through, and I'm currently in my 9th year, which is the year of completions. And I've said this in previous videos, but it's your 9th year, and it's the time of completing things. It's a time of ending things, like letting go of things that may not serve you any purpose, reviewing the last New Year's, the last 90, well, I guess 8 years, since it's your 9th year, reviewing the past 8 years and seeing, how you've grown and what you need to let go and things of that nature to prepare you for the your number one, your new beginnings, which is next year. It's going to be my first year again. We each have cycles. Every 9 years, we go through cycles, and I'm in my 9th one. So it's very interesting. So when she told me about, she told me that for this particular year that it's a rose quartz, and a rose quartz is like the stone of love. It's a very pretty soft stone, and a crystal, and it's like a love stone. Like compassion. And I thought that was very interesting because I didn't think about that. I didn't know that. I was like, man, I want more compassion. I need more compassion. And I was like, hold on, this stone is compassion. And it didn't click to me until when we were looking at stones that she had, and I ended up getting one. And this is a beautiful, beautiful stone. I don't know if you can see it. It's very beautiful. And I'm very happy that I got it. And you also can get crystals for protection. And I need to get one, definitely, for, protecting yourself from energy. And, especially if you're really sensitive to your surroundings and you just take everything, it's good to have that. But this is a love stone. This is also, I read, it's good for fertility, and it's kind of funny because when I was meditating, I was hearing things like be a mom, like that was popping into my mind, and I'm like, be a mom. But then I read up on it later that day, and it said it's good for fertility, it's good for people that have breast cancer, to have this. I just thought this is a very pretty stone, and it does change. Like, these crystals have a lot of energy, and they can get, I don't know, maybe for other people that are familiar with crystals, or even if you're fairly new like I am, I'm very new in the crystal world. But don't you sometimes feel like heat? Like it's very, I don't know, it's just very interesting. It opens your heart up. This opens your heart up, and I think this makes a lot of sense because I'm in the time of letting things go and recognizing what is holding me back from what I truly desire. And it's kind of interesting. I'm watching this. I'm on like the webcam on my Mac, and I'm seeing like sparkles. I'm seeing like little I don't normally see these in my videos, but because I think I'm having this crystal in my hand, I'm seeing like little flashes in the video. It's kind of interesting, or whatever, that I normally don't see when I'm not holding this in my hand, but I'm holding it. But it's very interesting. After I got that stone, and I was I need to go back to the story. So when I was like looking at the meaning of rose quartz and stuff like that, or whatever, and she was like, my friend said, oh yeah, and it's about compassion. I was like, compassion. I was like, that is my new moon intention. My new moon intention is to have more compassion. And then she was like, wow. She was like, wow, you are when it comes to manifesting things, like, you literally say things and it comes. And I was like, that's normally how it is. But I was like, I have a lot of times, I'm gonna be real with you, I second guess myself when things, at times I do second guess my intuition, because you know how sometimes, even though you are used to, something is true about you, however, you still second guess yourself. That happens to me sometimes. And it was just amazing how I've been saying this to myself. I was like, I want to have more compassion, especially when, I want to be humble, and I want, I don't want to forget, because, even I just think about simple things as far as where I am on my vegan journey of eating more raw, and I'm like, I don't want to forget where I first started. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be talking to people, and I want to help and encourage people who were where I was at when I first started off on my vegan journey, and I don't want to forget that stuff. I don't want to be like, I don't want to just seem very condescending or anything like that. I just want to make sure that people feel like that they can come to me and talk to me about anything or whatever. But I just thought that was just very amazing how that happened. When she said compassion, I was just like, and that's a theme in my personal year. So this stone is like means even more to me, and I've been carrying this stone around ever since. And my friend was completely correct. You do start becoming possessive of your crystal. You start becoming possessive of it. But I just thought that was so amazing. So I went home on Saturday. This happened on Saturday, and I went home on Saturday, and what happened? And I did like my new moon ritual or whatever. I had my candles, and I'll have my journal and things that are special to me out. And I went outside and I had my crystal in my hand and I meditated for a few minutes at the time of the new moon and things like that. And it was just very interesting. I felt really connected to my ancestors. I always feel connected to my ancestors. As a matter of fact, one of my ancestors communicated with me. And when I mean communicating, meaning I was getting messages from them. And this is not the first time I got this message from this ancestor or ancestors. It boggled my mind. I just felt, I don't know. I feel like this crystal just opened me up to a lot of things. If you're not familiar with this, I'm so sorry. But this really tripped me out. And I just feel like, I just know that I'm on this path. And I really am finding that I need to listen to my intuition more. And I'm very happy I have, people around me that are like-minded and, keep me going or whatever like that. And this crystal really does help, and I really am tapping into my meditations more for answers, because there's a lot of things going on in my mind right now about where I'm going this year. Because like I said, this is my 9th year, a year of completion, a year of letting go of things. There's certain things that I'm gonna have to let go in order to progress. And I'm already getting like messages and things like that. So that's all I wanted to say for right now. And I've been off the fast for maybe like a week or two. I don't even know. But one thing that I'm learning is that I am enjoying eating at home more so now than ever. Like, I don't even feel the urge to go out to eat like that. Me and my husband, we did stop to a local place, and we shared a smoothie and like shared a wrap. But I'm like really big on eating at home. Like, I'm just very appreciative of the simple things in life, But that's all I have to say for right now. I really do want to start having more videos of us sharing the different foods we eat and how we shop and things like that or whatever. And just, when it start getting warm, start showing you like the things that we're going to be growing in the garden and things like that. So, and just sharing, just how we live or whatever in a holistic way. Because I feel like our community needs it the most or whatever. We need more people to see, we need more black and brown people seeing the holistic ways of life, getting back connected. I feel like I'm just rambling, so that's all for now. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. And you can follow us on Tumblr at Infinite Nature, all lowercase, or you can just subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you. Have a great evening.